Welcome to SIRA MCQ YouTube channel. Today we discuss advanced level A-level accounting paper 2025 question number 8. Question number 8 and question number 9 are related to one information. Therefore, I prepare some answer schedules to find the answer to question number 8 and question number 9. Look here, what is the question number 8? Requirement. Look here. Which of the following statements, there are statements, there are A, B, C, D. Which of the following statements are correct as to the cash transaction of Dimuthu traders during the month ending 31st January 2025. Look here. Which of the following statements are correct? There are correct statements there. Which of the following statements are correct? Only correct one. As to the cash transaction, there are so many cash transactions. They are about the transaction, about the question of Dimuthu traders during the month ending 31st January 2025. And the other one is, look here, I read this one to identify the question. Look here, the debit balance of the cash account of the business as at 1st January 2025 was 200,000. The check deposited in the bank but unrealized during the month were 150. The check not presented for the payment by the end of the month were 100,000. The total cash received of the business for month were 1,075,000. There are so many statements there. We must calculate so many informations to identify the correct answer. Look here, this I again read the question number 9. As at 31st March 2025, this is the closing month end. Okay, end 31st January 2025, the balance of cash account before the receipt of the bank statement and the adjusted balance of the cash account after the receipt of bank statement. Okay, let's go to the question. Look here, I prepare all necessary informations, answers, schedules to identify this. Why? All informations are touch question number 8 and 9 based on this information. Look here, the additional information is there. Use the following information to answer question number 8 and question number 9. Okay, look here. Dimuthu traders carries out all transactions through the bank account. You know, all transactions are carrying out using the bank account, current account. Okay, the summary of the look here, summary of the information extracted from the bank statement. There is a people's bank statement. Okay, bank statement of the business for the month of January 2025. This is the bank statement summary. This is the transaction recorded in the people's bank. Okay, this is the transaction recorded in the people's bank. Okay, not our cash control account. This is not our cash control account. This is the bank statement prepared by people's bank. Okay, look here, balance as at 1st January 2025, credit balance. Realized checks including check deposited in 31st December 2024. Direct remittance investment income, check presented for the payment, standing order payment, insurance premium, bank charges. Balance as at 31st January 2025, credit. Okay, this is the additional information is there. This is the crucial point here. The cash account balance, cash account means our cash control. Okay, cash control means our balance. Okay, cash account balance of the business as at, look here, 1st January 2025. 1st January, this is the opening date, opening, okay. 1st January did not agree with the bank statement, okay. Look here, cash account balance of the business, our cash account balance as at 1st January 2025 opening did not agree with the bank statement. You know, look here, our account is what is the cash control, bank account means People's Bank prepared a statement. What is this statement? Bank statement for us. In that case, opening date or closing date, for closing date, the balance of cash control account must be equal to bank statement. Cash control, our balance, and bank statement balance should be equal. But there are some reasons, sometimes there is unbalance with cash control and bank statement. In that case, this question said that the sum date, opening date, did not agree with the bank statement. Okay, look here. The reason, there is a difference between cash control account and bank statement. Why? Did not agree. Agree means equal. Did not agree means unequal. The reason for the difference was, what's difference? Opening difference. Opening difference was check of 100,000 deposited in bank 31st December 2024, but was not realized. Okay, look here, at the opening date, look here, opening date, at the opening date, I prepare the bank reconciliation statement. Why I prepare bank reconciliation statement? Bank reconciliation, bank reconciliation statement. Which date? Look here, the date was opening date. What's the date opening? 1st January 2025. This date equal to which date? What is the before date? 1st January 2025. What is the before date? This is equal to closing date of 31st December 2024. This is equal date. Why? There is a difference between this date is a 1 day. Okay, the opening date is there 1st January 2025. The closing date is 31st December 2024. This bank reconciliation statement are using, we can use opening date and closing date of 2024. Opening date of 2025 January. Okay, and we can use this reconciliation statement to 31st December 2024. Therefore, I prepare the summary of this. Look here, you know the top of the bank reconciliation, what is adjusted cash control, balance, cash control. We plus, we add. What is this? Unpresented checks. Unpresented checks. Unpresented checks. We deduct. What are they? Unrealized check. Unrealized checks. After that, we can find what's the balance? Bank statement balance. Bank statement balance. Bank statement balance. Bank statement balance. Look here, we can prepare this statement, opening date. We can find some information through the question. Look here, this is the opening date. You must identify opening date information. Okay. Firstly, I go to the bank statement. Look here, bank statement. Bank statement is People's Bank statement. Opening date. This is the opening date. Look here, 1st January 2025. Opening date. What is the bank statement balance? 100. Opening date. Bank statement balance opening date is 100. Credit is normal balance. Why? Their credit is normal balance. Our debit balance is normal balance. Okay. The 100 is bank statement balance opening. 100. Look here. Bank statement balance opening date 100. Okay. Look here. Therefore, I go to again to question. Look here, the additional information. Cash control balance of the business as at 1st January 2025 opening did not agree with the bank statement balance on this date. This is the difference. This is the reconciliation. Why we prepare the reconciliation? There is a difference between cash control and bank statement. Look here, the question said the reason for the difference. Reason for the difference was check of 100,000. Different reason is 100,000. Okay, 100,000 check deposited. We deposited the bank on 31st December 2024. This is the closing date now. Last year closing date means our year opening date. Last year closing date equal to our year current year opening date. Therefore, opening the closing, but not realized. Not realized means unrealized. Not realized means unrealized. Unrealized 100. What is the unrealized? Unrealized checks 100. You must be deduct. There are no unpresented checks. Only different reason is there. What is the cash adjusted cash control account balance? 200. You must use the calculate. Please use the find this. How we find this? 100 must be plus 100. Why? This is the 100 balance. After 100 balance is 100 deducted. Okay, this 100 remaining balance calculated after deducting of 100. Before the deducting 100, you must opposite side, you must 100 add this 100, 200. Okay, based on that I prepare the cash control account. Our cash control, adjusted cash control opening date. Therefore, I prepare cash control account. Cash control account opening balance Opening balance is normal balance debit. Opening means 1st January 2025. 2025 is 200. This is 1,000 really. 1,000 rupees. 1,000. Okay, this is the information of first one. This is the reconciliation opening date reconciliation. Based on that we find cash control opening balance we posted to cash control account opening balance. Okay, let's go to the question. Second one, first one is okay. Look here, as per the cash account, the cash account information. Okay, let's see the question. Look here, as per the our account. Okay, cash account means our account of the business, our business. Total cash receipts deposited. You know, all cash receipts we must deposit in the bank account. Okay, all cash receipts we must deposit in the bank account. Therefore they said total cash received deposited. All cash receipts, you know, all cash received you must deposit it in bank account. Cash received deposited in the bank and the total cash payment made through the checks. You know, total cash payments made through the checks. Only you know, you have a current account, you must, all payments must be paid through the checks. Okay, cash payments made through the checks during the month of January 2025. Our month of January 2025 were 950 and 700 respectively. Deposit value is 950, payment value is 700. Therefore I go to cash account. This is our account. Deposit values must be, this is the cash deposit, cash and check, deposited, and you must be debited, and payments must be you credited by cash credit. Okay, this is the cash payment. Cash, no check payments. Check payments. What are the values? Deposited are 950 and 700. 950 must be debit, 700 should be credit. Okay, this is the current situation of our account. You know, there is no bank statement there. This is the current situation. This is the current payments, checks, and current deposit checks and cash account. Okay, look here. The next information. The next one is there direct remittance, standing order payments, bank charges are. Look here, there are 3 items. Direct remittance means we received, okay, received some cash amount to business. This is the direct remittance. Direct remittance means received some cash amounts directly to the account. Okay, we received. Direct remittance. Standing order payments, there are so many standing orders, there are payments, and bank charges are recorded in the cash account after the bank statement is received. Look here, direct remittance, standing order payments, and bank charges, 3 items are recorded in the cash account. Cash account means our account after the bank statement is received. Look here, this is our cash control account. This is the current situation of the cash control. They said that after receiving the bank statement, they write 3 items. What are they? This is the cash control account before adjusting. Before adjusting means, look here, this is the cash control. This is the cash control before adjusting. Why? Before adjusting. Before adjusting. Before adjusting. Why? Before adjusting means, why? Adjusting cash control account, you know, after the bank statement was received, we entered some informations. What are the bank charges, direct remittance, standing order payments before the bank statement was received? Why? This is the current situation. There is no copying from bank statement. No copying from bank statement. There is before adjusting. The adjusting is we didn't see bank statement. Therefore, current situation is there. Okay. The before adjusting means the bank statement was received, not received in current situation. After that, the bank statement was received, we must adjust our account. This is the adjusting. After this area, I prepare again the cash control adjusting point. This is the not adjusting area. This is the adjusting area. The not adjusting area is we didn't see the bank statement. But adjusting area should be, this is the adjusting area. At the adjusting area, we can copy bank statement information. At adjusting area, we copy bank statement information. You know, there is the adjusted cash control account, you must be prepared at the calculation. In that case, you know what are the elements, what are the information adjusting area should be prepared. At the adjusting area, you must be copy the bank statement information, and not written items should be included to adjusting area. This is the non-adjusting area of cash control. This is the adjusting area of cash control. Okay. After the receiving a bank statement, you must be prepared there. This area. Look here again. After the receiving the bank statement, you should be prepare the adjusting area. Why? You can copy bank statement information. But this area is non-adjusting area. Non-adjusting area, we didn't see the bank statement. After the seeing the bank statement, you can prepare adjusting area. Okay. After the receiving bank statement, you can prepare adjusting area. Before the adjusting means you cannot see the bank statement. This is the non-adjusting area. Okay. This is the non-adjusting area. There is a no bank statement. Non-adjusting area is no bank statement information, but adjusting area, bank statement information should be included. Okay. Let's see. This is their guideline. This is, you can clearly identify Direct remittance, standing order payments and bank charges are recorded in the cash after the bank statement was received. Okay, the bank statement was received, no? We can enter some information. What are they? Direct remittance. Other one is bank charges. Standing orders, we should be entered to where? Cash control account, adjusting area. Okay, adjusting area. Therefore, I prepare the current balance of this account, current balance of cash control. Okay, this is the non-adjusting area. Therefore, 1150, there is 450, balance carried down. This is the current situation. This is the balance forward, balance 450, balance forward. There is a adjusting area of cash. This is the, write this, adjusted cash control is there. Cash control. This is the non-adjusting cash account. This is the adjusting cash control. Okay, we must include bank information. What are they? Look here. What are the informations? This type, direct remittance, investment income, 125. Direct remittance means cash receiving, 125. Cash receiving, you must be debit to adjusting cash control. Investment income, okay. What is the second one? Investment income. Okay, let's go to the other one. Investment income should be cash receiving, you must be debit. Other one is standing order payments, insurance premium. 60, cash credit, cash payment, cash credit, adjusting cash control account. 60 should be credit. Insurance expense. The other one is bank charges. Bank charges 5 should be credit. Why? There is a decrease of cash control. 5, credit it. 5, credit. Bank charges. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, there is a 3 item. 3 items must be included to adjusted cash control account. This is the adjusting cash control account. This is the one, investment income. The second one is insurance expense. Third one is bank charges. Okay, we can balance it again. This is the adjusted cash control account. Balance it. 575. The 65 must be deduct. 410. 510. 575. Balance carried down. This is the adjusted cash control account. Balance 550. Balance forward. There is information you must be identified. This is the non-adjusting area. This is the adjusting area. This is the cash control. This is the opening bank reconciliation statement. All information are included. Look here, we must go to the question next area. Look here, third one is okay. Look at the fourth one, the final one. Okay, the cash account balance of the business. Cash account balance of the business means our balance as at 31st January 2025 did not agree with the bank statement. Okay, did not agree. Okay, look at the statements there. Look here, they request us which of the following statements are correct as to the cash transaction of Dimuthu traders during the month of ending 31st January 2025. First one is debit balance of the cash account. Debit balance of cash account means normal balance. Debit balance of cash account is normal cash balance. Okay, balance of the business as at 1st January 2025 opening was 200. Is it true? Yes, look here. Debit balance of cash account, our account of the business as at 1st January 2025 opening 200. Cash control opening 200. Look here. Cash control opening. Look here. Reconciliation. Adjusted cash control opening 200. Look here. Cash control opening 200. Okay, this is the answer. The statement now A is okay, correct one. Look here. The check deposited in the bank but unrealized during the month were 150. What is the meaning? The check deposited, we deposited, and unrealized during the month were 150. Look here. We must prepare another schedule. Look here. You know what is the, you don't know sometimes unrealized check. Unrealized check means we deposited, this statement is there, deposited check, no, check deposited but not realized. This is the long meaning of this, but not realized. What is the meaning of this? Not realized. What is the meaning? Look here. Check deposited, not realized. Who are the persons use these words? Check deposited. This is the language of our language. Our language means cash control. This is our business language. This is our language. Check deposited means we deposit is we wrote, we written this, we written these checks, we written as a deposited, we written. Look here, example, we write check deposit as 100. We deposited 100 checks, rupees, but they said not realized. What is the meaning of not realized? At sometimes bank said, People's Bank use another language to deposit word. The deposit our language. The same word, the same meaning created through the another word. What is this? Realized. This is the bank. Sorry, look here. This is the People's Bank language. Look here. we said we deposited our language. They said realized. Okay, look here. We deposited 100 checks. They said realized only 80. 100 is our okay, but they said, People's Bank said realized. Realized means actually deposited. Realized means what is the meaning? Realized meaning actual deposited. Actually, they said, manager said actually deposited is realized. Actually deposited 80. Look here, there is a we deposited 100, they deposited 80. What is the difference? Difference is 20. What is the difference? This is not realized. What? Why? We deposited 100 checks. They deposited 80. The difference is unrealized checks. Okay, this is the unrealized checks. You can identify this is the gap between our account deposited amount and bank account deposited. There is a gap. Gap is unrealized checks. Unrealized checks we can identify. 20 must be identified. What is the difference? We deposited 100, our account deposited, and People's Bank means bank statement depositing, the realizing. There's a difference between these. What is the reason? Not realized check, unrealized check. Okay, at this time we must be identify unrealized check. Look here. At this point we know what is the our deposits. Look here, our deposits we can use. Look here, deposit check. At this our in the current month, cash and check deposited was 950. Our depositing, therefore our depositing 950. Look here, we deposited actually 950 value checks, but look here, the bank depositing, look here, realized checks. Realized means actually deposited 800. Look here, this is the crucial point. The realized checks 800, I entered it 800. They deposited. This is the actual deposited. This is the deposited. This is the realized. Realized means actually deposited. You can see that there is a difference. We deposited 950 and they deposited 800. There is a gap 150. You can think 150 is an unrealized check. No, look here. Another problem. Look here. They said that realized check means actually deposited, including check deposited on 31st December 2024. Realized check, there is a realized check 800. Okay, there is some checks. Look here, including, this included check deposited in 31st December 2024. There is a old check. Why? The current month is 2025 January, 5th January. But including realized check included the old one. check deposited in 31st December 2024. Old one. Old check is there. What is the value of old check? Old. Past check. What is the past check? You know, look here. Past check is there. Look here. There is unrealized check in past 100. 100 should be deposited in current month. Look here. There is an unrealized check. Bank said there is no unrealized in the past 100. But this was realized in the bank account. They actually deposited which month? This month. Therefore, there's a realized checks there. There's a realized checks there. There is 100 old check. 100 old check. This is the old one. You can identify clearly the 700 is new checks. New checks. Okay. There is a realized checks or 800. The old one is realized there. Is 100. You can identify clearly based on 800, the remaining balance is 700. 700 means fresh checks realized. There is a old difference is now already cleared. Okay, the new cleared check, new realized check is 700. Therefore, at the preparing the identify the unrealized check, this is the new deposited. Why? We deposited newly 950. Why? Look here. There is a newly deposited checks 950. Already our January deposited, new fresh deposited. And look here. This is fresh deposited, but there's 800, 100 is old checks, 700 is new checks. Remember that old check issue is gone. Why? This realized check was already accounted in the books in the past. Our account is okay. 100 is already written in the past 2024. At this time, bank was realized in current situation. But we ignore this. Therefore, the new fresh checks are 700. We newly deposited 950. Gap between you should be identified not with 800. Should be gap 950 and 700. 250 is unrealized checks. At which date? 31st January 2025. End of the month, there is a 250 unrealized checks, fresh unrealized checks. Why? Fresh, newly deposited 950, newly realized 700. There is a gap between those things. 250 unrealized checks should be identified 250. But question said unrealized checks are 150. Look here, the checks deposited in the bank but unrealized during the month were 250. Therefore B is incorrect one. Look here, the check not presented for the payments by the end of the month were 100. Look here, unpresented checks are same to unrealized check. Look here, unrealized. This is the paid checks issued. This is the long meaning, issued but not presented. Check issued means our language. Our language. Our language means cash control. Cash control. Cash control issued. Issued means we written. We written. We written. Check issued. We written. We written. We written. Check issued. Check issued. Check issued. We written. We issued some checks. Look here, example 100. Okay. At this time, the bank, People's Bank language is different. People's Bank language is different. They used to, we use check issued. They use presented. Okay, we use check issue, but they use presented. Look here, we issued some checks 100, but bank at the People's Bank said 800 was only presented. This presented means they write. They written only 80. Okay, they presented 80. We issued 100. There is a not presented. Presented only 80. Not presented is 20. There is a gap. Is unpresented checks. Unpresented checks. Unpresented checks. The gap between we issued check amount and they written check, presented check amounts, there is a gap between presented checks and issued check. This is the unpresented checks. Okay, we must identify the gap between our issuing checks and presented checks of bank statement. Okay, let's go to the our issuing checks. What is this? Look here, our issuing checks. Our issuing checks. Look here, check issuing means check payments 700. Our account, cash control account, check payments 700. Therefore, I identify 700 payments. This is the actual figures. 700 we written. This is the actual issuing checks. Our account. And their issuing check is there at the bank statement. Bank statement we can identify. Look here, their bank statement check issuing presented. Look here, check presented for the payment. Presented 600. Presented 600. Presented 600. Look here, there is a gap. We issued 700. They presented. They write only 600. There is a 100 gap is unpresented checks. Unpresented checks in which date? Closing date, month end. At the month end. Okay, month end, there is unpresented checks is 100. The gap between we issued checks and they presented checks. This is a gap between 100 is unpresented checks is 100. Look at the answer and statement. The checks not presented is unpresented for the payments by the end of the month were 100. Okay, 100 is correct. Look here, the total cash received of the business, our business, or for the month were 1075. Total cash received. Look here, total cash received. Our cash account. Total cash received is there. Total cash receipts are debit shots. Receipts are there. Look here. This is the first receipt. 950. 950 is a major receiving. After that, there is a receiving which amount? Look here, investment income is received after the bank statement. Okay, at the month 950 is directly receiving. At the month directly accounted, directly remittance to bank account, this is the receiving amount. Therefore we can identify as receiving 1075 is total receiving. This is the bank statement. According to the bank statement, there is another receiving, and this is the our account receiving. The total one is 1075 is total receiving. Look here, answer is correct. Look here, the total cash receipt of the business for the month was 1075 is correct. Answer is ACD. ACD answer is there. Answer is 3, 8. Question number 8, answer is 3. Okay, in next video there's an easy one. We can identify the answer of question number 9.